A very important thing, don't forget to wash your hands. Now we will move to the today's topic, which is designing a web page. And as I have told you in my previous video that designing or creating a web page including two basic items, and first one is your notepad and second one is your Google Chrome. The notepad is important to write down your code and Google Chrome will display that code for you. Now we will start designing a web page. First of all, we will talk about the basic components of a web page. These are the total three components. The first one is the tag. Tag is the starting of writing any kind of command. It will tell your notepad that now you are not writing a simple or you're not typing any simple language. You are writing a command or a code that will help you to define or design a web page. Second one thing is element. The tag and element almost same, but your tag is the identification of your command and your element also include starting and ending tag and also the content in that. We will talk about later and I will clear this issue. The third one is your attribute. The tag and element are the basic things and attribute explain or tells the detail about those attributes, those elements. Or you can simply say that it will give the detail of the command that we are writing. Now we will first discuss about the tags. It is the way to write a command in HTML editor. As I have told you that whenever we start writing a command, it tell your editor or it tell your notepad that you are not writing a simple language, you are writing a command and your tag specified this thing. Now what is the basic difference in that? That you have to write within these symbols. These are your symbols and you will write whatever you will write in that will be considered as your tag or as your command for writing in HTML. For example, this one HTML as you have seen over here. Okay, so now we will talk about the elements. The tag and element almost the same, but a very small difference is this, that it has your starting and ending tags. The tag is simply your HTML or the body or the head or the title as we have talked about in our previous video. But when you start adding detail in this and you start the ending tag in that, they both make an element. So your tag is simply first one, and if you add the detail and the ending tag, it becomes an element. Now attribute. Attribute is the additional information about an element. For example, you are defining the title, or for example you are defining the body. Your other elements will define that how your body will look like, how your HTML page will look like, what will be the background, what will be the margin, what will be the color, what will be, and if you want to add any kind of picture at the background, it will all be specified in your attribute section. Okay, so then this is the difference in your tag and element as I have explained before, but let's talk about again. Your HTML tag is only the starting and ending element, and now element is also containing that command in it. For example, your P and P, this is to define a paragraph, P for paragraph. So it is the start of paragraph, it is the end of paragraph, but if you add the detail in it, that what you're gonna write between these two tags, it will become an element. Now this is the basic structure of your web page, or you can call them basic tags that we have within. The first one is your HTML, then we will tell about head or the title and other things. Now the basic thing is your body tag. Your title will be displayed on the title bar. Your HTML tag will only tell about that this is your the start of HTML or start of a web page. Now the most important thing is your body tag. Body tag will actually define that how your page will look like. What is the background color? Is there any background picture? What is the font that you are using? Is there any font color? Or do you want to use any kind of link of your page to any other page? The first thing is, it includes multiple things. The first thing is your background. that you want to apply any kind of color to the background, or you want to apply any kind of picture to the background. So it will be specified in this. Your body tag may include other things, and these are your background. Then the second one is your, this is the example that how you can apply the background. If you want to, this example will tell about that how you will apply a background picture at the back of your web page, and it will be similar as your wallpaper, you can say the desktop wallpaper. Second one, very important, is the BG color. BG color will define the background, B for back, G for ground, background color of your web page. And this will also be including in your body tag, that you will start writing the body as we have written over here. First of all, you will start the body tag, your this one symbol, then body, then space, then background. Similarly, you will write this one. First of all, you will start this symbol which indicate that you are writing a command, then the body tag, and then you, after a space, you will write your next attribute. The next attribute which will tell that what will be the specific color of your background of your web page. Then the next one is the text. It will identify that what will be your text color, simply font color. What will be your text style, simply font style. And what is the size of your text or font, and it will work in the same way, symbol of starting a HTML tag, then your body body tag or body element, you can say, then a small space, one blank only. Okay, you cannot add multiple blanks, that will be considered as your false things or any kind of error. Then you will write down the attribute name, which is text, and now you tell about that your text color will be green. And now we can apply different margins. Margin can be at any side of your page, top, right, bottom, left. Okay, so the margin will also be given in the same way. This is the example of a margin. You will start the HTML code, then body, then your left with a small space margin, and then after that you will write how much margin you want to fix for your left margin or left side or the right side. Okay, now px stands for pixels. As we have you may be familiar with this thing. Pixels are the tiny dots that comprise or that makes a picture. So every screen component is designed by a combination of pixels. Px stands for pixel. It means that you are telling that how many pixels you want for this specific margin, that how many spaces you want to fix for this specific margin. Then we will talk about the font element, that what are the things that we can design for your font. I forget to mention here yet that you can apply bold, italic, underline, or any kind of other thing in your font, but that is not over here. You can apply bold, that is another command or another tag, you can say. You can apply underline or italic, that is another tag or element. But your font element or your font tag specifies only major three things, that is your font size, that we can fix from 11 to 80 normally in MS Word, but here you can write any font size according to your requirement. Then as you have seen that this one is the starting, and we have to end it over here because you can apply multiple font on your one page. You can give a bigger font for your heading, and then you can switch to a smaller font for your next text of your body or web page. Then we can specify multiple font colors or text colors to your element or to your text on the web page. Then font face is simply your font style. As we have many, Arial, Times New Roman, NTP cursive, you can write any of your choice, but don't forget to write it in the same way as written in MS Word. That is not specific, but it is it looks beautiful and it is easy to identify. Okay, now there are two types of elements, empty and container elements. Your empty elements are those which have only one tag. It means that you will only start that and you will not end that. And your container element is the element which must be starting and ending tag. For example, I have written over here two empty elements. These are for, first one is for making a line break, or you can write that moving your text to the next line. it will break your line over there and move your next text to the next other line, next line or second line. Then the second one is your horizontal line tag, and this one will draw only one specific horizontal line from the start to the end of your page. You cannot make it start or end. It will only be a stretched line from the start or end, from the right side to the left side of your page. So it cannot be break. So this is also an empty element, as empty element do not need to start or end. Now we have container elements. All the rest elements are container elements. Your HTML is a container element, your head, your title, your body, every element is a container element, because they should be you should be having a starting and ending element. And what is the difference in starting and ending? Your starting will be having the specified command or code, and ending will be the same specified command or code, but with a this one bar or a line. Now let's talk about creating a list. As we can create a list in MS Word, simply we can create a list in your on your web page. But there are two types of list. Can you recall your memory for this thing? Yes, yes. Try to. Okay, let me tell you. There are two types of list. First one is ordered list and the second one is unordered list. Ordered list is the one in which we have to specify the step 1, step 2 and all the things. And the unordered list sorry, which cannot be specified with steps. It can be any number. For example, you are making a list of colors. Red will be red if it will be on step 1 or it will be on your line number 8. So this is your ordered and unordered list. Your ordered list, OL. O stands for ordered and L for list. Now you are making an ordered list. It means that it should be all 1, 2, 3 in this specific manner. And now for the unordered list, similarly, U for unordered, L for list. So as these tags are very easy to learn or memorize, because they all are small stands for type. Now we will learn then how we can attach an image, as you all will love to attach your picture on your web page. So why not, let's learn that one, attaching a picture or an image. This one is again your image. We will not write the whole image IMAGE, but we will write only the short form IMG. Then CRS stands for your source. Source means where is the picture or which picture you want to attach as your on your web page. Okay, so this one, and then you will specify the style of your picture, that it should be pasted on the right side, on the left side, at the top or the bottom or in the center of your page. Then you will specify the width. If you will not specify the width, it will be stretched on your page from the right to left. But if you will specify the size, your height, your width of the page, then it will be of the same size as you will define your frame. For example, I have written over here 70 to 80 pixels. Again, PX stands for pixel. Now this is the example below over here. We will start a tag, then we will write the short form image, then source, and then we will write the file name, which is over here. And it is important that you should write the file name within these double quotes. Then a small space. Then you will tell about the style, that what is the specific style of your picture. The first thing is float. Float means that which part of the page it should be displayed, then the width and the height, and then as you have seen every attribute in these are, for again get the example of this one. This is your element or tag. Your element is the image, and now what are the attributes? Attribute is the source, attribute is the style, width and height are also attribute of your image tag. Now these are specified, or these are separated with your these colon, semicolons. Okay, so this is how we will write that.